Hello everyone. Today we are going to study about nutrition in animals. Have you ever wondered about the word nutrition? What do you mean by nutrition? Nutrition is a process in which we take in food and digest it so that we gain energy from the food we eat. It is basically the process of ingestion and utilization of the nutrients to gain energy. Okay, so let's see what is nutrition. So I'll just mention the definition of nutrition. So nutrition is a process of ingestion and utilizing the nutrients to gain energy. We are going to talk about human nutrition. Human nutrition is termed as holozoic nutrition. It is termed as holozoic nutrition. The word holozoic means whole. Okay, whole. The word holozoic means whole. Now, this is a type of nutrition in which the organism takes in the whole food inside its mouth and then breaks it down or digests it to gain energy from it. So we do it in the same way, right? We take in the food inside our mouth and then we break it down with the help of our teeth. It is broken down in the digestive system and then we gain energy from it, isn't it? So we are also following holozoic nutrition. Since we take in the whole food inside our body, we do not digest our food or we do not break down our food outside our body. So that is human nutrition is also known as holozoic nutrition. Further, human nutrition or any holozoic nutrition consists of 5 steps. Okay, any holozoic nutrition consists of 5 steps. So these 5 steps of human nutrition are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Okay, once again, ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Ingestion is basically the process of keeping the food into the mouth. Okay, taken in food, if we keep in a proper long biology language, is taking in food. Ingestion is just taking the food and keeping it in your mouth. So, for example, you are eating pizza, so taking the pizza piece from the plate and keeping it into your mouth is known as ingestion. Now, what will happen when you keep the pizza piece into your mouth? It will be broken down into simple substances. This food is made up of complex, or the pizza is made up of complex foods. Okay, complex nutrients like you have carbohydrates, fats, proteins, etc. But our body cannot absorb carbohydrate. Our body cannot absorb protein. It has to be broken down into simple substances. So, in nutrition, we have the second step, which is known as digestion. Okay, this digestion is breaking down of complex substances into soluble food substances. Here, I would like to give you an example. That is, carbohydrates are broken down into sugar, fats are broken down into fatty acids and glycerol, whereas proteins are broken down into amino acids. Okay, so complex food substances here are carbohydrates, These are complex, okay? Fats and proteins. These are complex. This is what we take in our food. But what our body needs? What are the simple substances of these? We require sugar, that is carbohydrate will be broken down into sugar. Fats will be broken down into two substances, that is fatty acids plus glycerol. Okay, and finally proteins will be broken down into amino acids. So this second step of nutrition, that is digestion. Okay, digestion will do what? Convert complex substances into simple substances. And here you have the complex substances like carbohydrates, fats and proteins, which are converted into sugar, fatty acids, glycerol and amino acids. Now, these substances or the sugar, fatty acids and glycerols and amino acids are there in your digestive system. It is there in your small intestine. How is this absorbed or this soluble food substances being taken all around your body? Just imagine you take in pizza from your mouth, you digest it in your stomach, right? But how is this pizza giving you energy to your hands, to your legs, all over the body? Can you imagine how it is being done? It is by the process of absorption, which is the third step of nutrition. What happens in absorption? Dissoluble substances like sugar, fatty acids and glycerol, amino acids are taken in by blood. They are absorbed from the small intestine by blood. Who absorbs the simple substances? Blood. And from the blood, since blood is circulating all around the body, from the blood it is going to all parts of your body, and every cell of your body then absorbs this simple substances from the blood. Okay, so that is basically absorption. So what happens in absorption? Digested food is absorbed by the blood and diffused all over the body. Okay, next comes, now how will the cell which takes in the simple substances utilize it to gain energy? So after the blood takes in all the absorbed food to each and every cell, then by the process of assimilation, the cells take in the absorbed food and then uses it to gain energy. So your glucose is converted into carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. So glucose is absorbed by the cell and it is converted into energy. So this glucose is absorbed by the cell and converted into energy. So this is the process of assimilation, which states that all the soluble substances are absorbed by the cell and these soluble substances are used to give us energy. You might be wondering what will happen to fatty acids, glycerol, amino acids. So this fatty acids, glycerol, amino acids will also be used by the cell for various life activities that will generate energy and we will carry out our life processes. So that is the process of assimilation, which states that all the absorbed soluble substances which are present in the blood are absorbed by the cell and that is used to give us energy. Okay. And finally, you have the last step in last step in nutrition, which is known as egestion. Egestion is removal of undigested food. Now, in our digestive system, it not only happens that all the food is broken down into simple soluble substances. There are some foods which cannot be broken down by different enzymes present in our body and because of which the undigested food remains in our large intestine. It is not absorbed by our blood, but this undigested food has to be removed out of our body. If not, it will cause certain problems or infections in our body. So, this removal of undigested food from our body is through a part of digestive system that is known as anus. And this process of removal of undigested food from our body through anus is known as egestion. Okay. So these are the 5 steps in nutrition in humans, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. So what happens to the pizza we eat? We take in pizza into our mouth, then it is broken down into simple substances. In our digestive system, the simple substances are then absorbed by the blood and carried to each and every cell where it is utilized to gain energy. And finally, the undigested food is excreted out of our body through a part of a digestive system, that is anus, through the process of egestion. This is what is about nutrition in humans. The detailed process as what happens in digestion, which enzyme is required to break down carbohydrates, fats, protein, how is absorption taking place, what kind of assimilation process takes place, that we will study in our next video. Thank you.